Children often sing the cute nursery rhymes they learn, but nowadays the true meaning behind them gets lost. Here's my top 10 dark nursery rhymes and what they really mean. Number 10. Humpty Dumpty. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall, and Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't but Humpty together again. Nowhere in the rhyme did they say Humpty Dumpty was an egg. I would love to leave it like that, but digging deeper, it actually is believed that Humpty Dumpty was a large cannon used in the English Civil War. It was placed high on a wall, but when that wall was damaged, Humpty fell, and none of the king's horses and none of the king's men could pull him back up to be used again, because of how large and heavy he was. Number 9. 3 blind mice. 3 blind mice, 3 blind mice. See how they run, see how they run. They all ran after the farmer's wife, who cut off their tails with a carving knife. Did you ever see such a thing in your life as 3 blind mice? The 3 blind mice were actually 3 noblemen in the 1500s, back when there was a queen known as Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary was strictly Catholic and would do everything in her power to execute and punish anyone who did not convert to Catholicism. These mice were plotting against the queen and thus were punished. But they were not dismembered nor even blinded as the rhyme goes, but they were burnt at the stake for their crimes against the crown. Number 8. Mary, Mary, quite contrary. Mary, Mary, quite contrary, how does your garden grow? With silver bells and cockle shells, and pretty maids all in a row. Again, Queen Bloody Mary Tudor, known for killing and punishing Protestants. In this rhyme, her garden refers to her ever-growing graveyards of Protestant martyrs. The silver bells and cockle shells are instruments of torture she would have used upon them before they would actually be killed. Silver bells were thumbscrews used to crush the victim's thumbs between a hard surface, screwing it down tighter and tighter until it was nothing. The cockle shells were attached to the genitalia. The maids in this rhyme doesn't refer to actual maids, but the guillotine, which was nicknamed the Maiden and shortened to the Maid. Did you know the original guillotine didn't actually work as quickly as the movies make it out, and that it could take up to 11 strikes before the head would actually separate from the body? Number 7. Peter, Peter, Pumpkin Eater. Peter, Peter, Pumpkin Eater had a wife and couldn't keep her. He put her in a pumpkin shell, and there he kept her very well. When you first hear this, you simply think that he just hides his wife in a pumpkin shell. But looking into the words more carefully, Peter's wife was a loose woman. He couldn't keep her, so he killed her and placed her into a pumpkin shell, and there he kept her, never to run off again. Number 6. Rain, rain, go away. Rain, rain, go away, come again another day. Little Johnny wants to play. Rain, rain, go to Spain, never show your face again. Today's version has the ending going, come again another day. But the reason the original has go to Spain, never show your face again, is because the stormy weather helped the English defeat the Spanish Armada. The English were doomed to fail with their smaller army, but during that storm, only 10,000 men of their whole Spanish Armada made it back to Spain. Number 5. Ring Around the Rosie. This is a very simple nursery rhyme. Ring around the rosy, a pocket full of posies, ashes, ashes, we all fall down. The Black Death brought clear symptoms, a rosy red rash in the shape of a ring, and when you caught it, you reeked of death. So one would put herbs, flowers, posies in your pockets to keep the smell away. And when it finally caught you, ashes. You were cremated the best they could during that time. We all fall down. No one survived. It was a guaranteed death sentence. Number 4. Ba ba black sheep. Ba ba black sheep, have you any wool? Yes sir, 3 bags full. 1 for the master, 1 for the dame, and 1 for the little boy who lives down the lane. The line, and 1 for the little boy who lives down the lane, originally ended as, and none for the little boy who cries down the lane. Now this one is cute, and one may think that everything is well, but actually it's about the rising taxes in the 13th century, and how it was being split. 1/3 went to the crown, another to the church, and then the rest for the farmer. But for the shepherd boy, he got nothing. And as for the black sheep, back then, black sheeps were bad luck and useless because their wool could not be dyed. Number 3. Jack and Jill. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. Up got Jack, and home did trot, as fast as he could caper. He went to bed and bound his head with vinegar and brown paper. This one has some speculation. It has been connected with the beheadings of King Louis XVI of France, who lost his crown, Jack. And once after, Jill, his queen, Marie Antoinette, came tumbling soon after him. Though their ending was changed to please the children and keep such a horrible fate from them. Number 2. Ladybird, ladybird, fly away home. Ladybird, ladybird, fly away home. Your house is on fire and your children are gone. All except for one called Anne, for she has crept under the frying pan. Ladybird, also known as ladybugs, is a Catholic in the 16th century England when it was a Protestant country. Catholics were forced to attend Protestant masses and were not allowed to practice their own faith, or they were charged hefty fines. They would have to meet in secret, often outdoors in fields. This is also where the ladybirds were often found. The fire refers to the priests who were burned at the stakes for not giving up their faith. And number 1. Goosey, goosey gander. Goosey, goosey gander, whither dost thou wander? Upstairs and downstairs, and here in the lady's chamber. There I met an old man, who would say his prayers. I took him by the leg, and threw him down the stairs. This refers to the time when Catholic priests would have to stay in hiding. When families would harbour them, they would be taking a huge risk in doing so. If they were caught reciting their prayers in anything but English, which was the Protestant way, they were persecuted. As in Catholicism, prayers are recited in Latin. So there you have it. Most nursery rhymes that date far back, if not all of them, seem to carry a dark part of history with them. And if there are any more that I missed that you'd like to add, let me know in the comments. Anyway, thanks for watching and goodbye.